I am a senior marketing manager for agency enablement at LinkedIn. And then throughout all the other times of the day, I'm co-founder of the brand Now Corporate Girls, and we're like a lifestyle media podcast brand focusing on entrepreneurial and professional wellness. And I also do some coaching, consulting, trying to figure that world out. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
I love that. I know Andrea is very impressed by you, and she did mention to me, she was like, very soon she's gonna have her own like coaching consulting business. I just know it. And I was like, very
Uh,
so that's what she
I hope. I mean, I love her so much. Yeah, but you got to get out your own way. Hence why I have her, because I'm trying to work on this.
absolutely. So let's start with that first question.
Okay.
What concerns is
The way I like to phrase it is I have been able to support myself to a certain point, and I felt like I personally reached a plateau. And I know that I'm only tapping into a fraction of my potential. And so I really wanted to seek out a coach to help me kind of like untap some of that. I really wanted to like go into the world where I am no longer seeing and really see what the bigger picture is. How do I create more opportunities for myself? How do I expand my horizons? And I needed that visibility because I couldn't see it anymore. Yeah, I get this question a lot. Andrea found me. And I truly believe in divine synchronicity. I believe in alignment, and just like what calls to people. And so she reached out to me on LinkedIn, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what about me. I have no idea why she reached out to me. But when she reached out to me, her delivery was so impressive. And I feel like I'm an impressive person. And so when people impress me, it like makes me stop. And I was like, whoa, like who is this lady? And so I did a deep dive on her and I was like, okay, cool, she's a coach, etc. At the time, I was already seeing a coach and I was seeing a coach through like my insurance. And she was lovely, she was great. But I felt like she wasn't helping me. I felt like she helped me as far as she could, and I needed more. Um, Fast forward, I ended up finishing my contract with that coach. She went on maternity leave, and I was like, great, I'll just take a pause. And then maybe like a month after that, I was like, damn, I need more. I need something. I'm like losing something. And so I remembered Andrea. And this is what I'm talking about with the divine synchronicity. I was like, oh my God, I know someone. And so I went back to that email and I literally was like, I hit chemistry call and I was like, let me set this up. And after our call, like, first of all, 10 minutes into our call, I already knew I was going to figure out how I was doing this. But after our call, I felt so seen. And I was like, I got to work with this lady somehow. Uh, Coaching has truly impacted my trajectory in such a short time, actually. I feel like the biggest blocker I came to coaching with, like the biggest blocker I came to coaching for was clarity. And I feel like in the short time that I've worked with Andrea, we were able to kind of like provide that clarity, but also take it to like another level. The things that the possibilities I've been able to see, and also the possibilities that I actually want, have just been opened up even broader for me through coaching. And I'm actually shocked at how quickly this has all kind of happened for me. But I really like, I give that testament to Andrea because I think in feeling seen, you're able to get to the core a lot quicker of what it is that you're looking for, what you're trying to explore, what you're trying to discover. And once you have that, then it's easy to kind of like mobilize. You're kind of like on go. And so I also attest that to the person I am. Like she tells me something, we go through some work and I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And so I think that that's one of the things, and I'm sorry, I don't want to jump ahead, but I think that's one of the things when it comes to coaching, you have to be ready to do the work because that's how you're really going to see the impact. I think what has surprised me the most is just how comfortable I am in the relationship with Andrea because I think that, I think with any relationship, therapy, etc., you have to work towards that. Like it's a process, and sometimes it it may not be as smooth as you think it is. And I found that just starting with Andrea, it felt so smooth, so easy. I felt like we were friends from like another life type of vibe, and it felt really and that I say all that because then it felt really comfortable for me to be vulnerable. And I think the more vulnerable you are and the more aware of that, the more you unlock in a faster pace, honestly, because you're just tapping into the essence of everything. It was kind of like I don't want to say like I like my heart just kind of like opened up and it was just out there on the table, but it kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like she asked one question. I'm like, oh my God. Like, and so I don't know. I think building that relationship happened quick for me. And that was really refreshing, I think. I think like with any relationship, it's gonna be kind of like a test and learn to navigate, right? I think that you really have to find if you're ready for a coach, you have to find the right coach for you, and you have to be okay if you don't find that right away, right? Everyone is different, everyone vibes differently. And so I would just stress that finding the right person for you is essential to helping you unlock what it is you need to unlock in your coaching experience. I also think you have to really be open. A lot of people are like, yeah, I want to have a coach, but like I don't want to do the work, or I'm like, being hands off, or I'm not opening up. There's all these things, and it's kind of like this is an investment in yourself. And so you have to make sure that you are ready and you're coming to the table with that. Like, what are your priorities? What are the goals? What do you want to accomplish here? And go with that. Because if you're not, you're honestly just wasting everybody's time. And personally, I know Andrea does not like to waste anybody's time. So I would recommend just making sure that you're clear about those things, being open, and giving yourself grace to try to find the right fit. Yeah, this is such a hard question. Okay, as I embark on this next season with Andrea, something I want more of is I'm always looking for more clarity. Like I can never have enough clarity as a person. So that's just a me thing. But I'm always looking for more of that. And I think that the more we grow, the more that happens because you evolve, you want different things change. And so I'm always interested in what that looks like. Something I want less of is I think I don't want to say I'm a fearless individual because I don't think that's it, but I really want to make sure that I'm continuing not to let fear dictate anything. Like I want to and I think Andrea's so great at this because she helps you tap into your magic in a way that feels so true to you that fear or not, you kind of move past it. But I want to continue to be on that trajectory, especially with all the bold, audacious things I want in my life. And then I think that I'm moving through a space where there are things that don't serve me. And I think in coaching, I've been able to let a lot of that go. But I think it's exercising that, right? I think we all fall victim to a lot of different things constantly. And so I want to continue to exercise this like evolution I'm on, or as like me and Andrea like to describe it, I'm in my era of refinement. And I want to keep on that motion and let go of the things that are just not serving me like ever.